Good morning, good people. We are just 1 week away from the Easter holiday, and we are expecting the rains any time from now. It is extremely hot, and we just have to do our chores very early so that by around 10 a.m. we are done, because it is extremely and unbearably hot. This is African Mom's World. In today's video, I will take you on a tour of our farm, which is just on the slopes of the hills of Kilimambogo, which is in a semi-arid land in Kenya, Africa. In the last tour of our farm, it was during the rainy season and it was green everywhere. But now it is a different case. We have dry grass. In fact, very little green of it. Everywhere is dusty. And since we depend a lot on subsistence farming, most of the food in many countries comes from the farm. And so at this time, when we are expecting the rains, the main activity is farming. You'll find many people on the farms, very busy, either preparing the land or doing what we call dry planting. They're in different stages. Our main challenge remains dependence on rainwater to grow our food crops. Yet we have 1 or 2 seasons. This means that we are not able to have food throughout the year and have to make use of this rain at the moment. I grew up in the village in the western part of Kenya, Africa, in a county called Bungoma, in the settlement schemes where farming was a day-to-day activity. We grew different crops. Coffee, maize, beans and sunflower were the cash crops, but generally my mother planted all sorts of vegetables and fruits. So we were literally on the farm all year round. No one was spared. The whole family went to the farm early in the morning, and that is how we managed to attend good schools. With such a background, gardening has been my passion, and I've raised my children to know that soil brings wealth, health, and happiness too. So come along with me as we harvest beans, cowpeas, bananas. We are going to pluck weeds and generally prepare the land. We will also cook our famous black beans the African way. Come along with me. So we have planted some bananas. I got this variety from Western Kenya, and I'm surprised that it has done well here in this semi-arid land. Though we have done some irrigation, but it has done literally well. We even have some suckers, so that is a good job done. On this farm, we just have to be smart and take advantage of every opportunity. So under this banana, there is some good shade. So I planted some spring onion. This is a new variety. It tastes quite different from the normal one that we normally have. So this is our first fruit, and I'm just trying to count how many bananas it has. Here it is very expensive. One banana actually costs 10 or sometimes 15 Kenyan shillings. So if I was to sell this, I would sell it for about 1,000 shillings. We have quite a number of tomatoes on the farm. And one thing I have learned is that tomatoes do well in the dry seasons. So generally we have had plenty of tomatoes and I've enjoyed harvesting them. This may delay the next season, but that's fine. We have not bought tomatoes for a long time. I've also had the opportunity to gift many people, my neighbors, these beautiful tomatoes. we prepare.
If there's one thing I must learn
season,
is how to preserve
I
food.
remove them actually when they are not very ripe,
there's quite a surplus.
so that they get ripe
If
slowly.
you know how to preserve tomatoes, just let me know, because this is an area I just have to venture it. It will save me at another time. So we have different sizes and even different shapes, and they are ripening at different times. And being the African woman, I knew I was going to spend plenty of time on the farm. So as I was doing the farm work, I had to put some food on the fire. And this is the famous black bean. I think it's my favorite bean. You need to try it if it is in your stores, or even plant it, because it gives quite a good harvest. Welcome to my flower garden. If you have been around on this channel, you should remember that I had started flower farming and had collected quite a number of them. It's been a while since I checked on these flowers. Actually 3 weeks. Though someone has been watering them. But as you can see, so far so good. These are definitely not flowers. That one is doing well. This one in fact has already put flowers. Pink flowers. It looks so nice. I think it's time to start transplanting some of them. And then this one that is in a beautiful container, actually it was some of those plants. Look at this one. You know, I sometimes wonder how God made things. So this is purple. This is my famous pomegranate. There are so many in one of these cans. It's dry. It has not been watered, but they've taken really long. Honestly, this is my flower garden. Looking really beautiful. Let me show you the other side where I have a few. My lucky plant. This is the dragon fruit. It has taken so long. It got when it rained, it rotted at the bottom. Now it's here. It's really a survivor. This one is so beautiful. If you see a full-grown one, it's really nice. But you see, these are thorns. I cannot even reach near. But look at the shape. It looks so nice. So I'll just keep struggling with it until it gets somewhere. And then this, of course, this one I am sure it's a hardy one. Though it's remaining just one leaf. But I know this one is going to grow. Yeah. Then this one also has struggled. This one has not even struggled. Look at it. It took long, but all these leaves, very green. I know it's going to do well. This one, I don't even remember which flower this was. Yeah, I'm not sure it will survive. Then this, we had another one on the other side, and it was also rotting. Now it's only just this one stick. Just this one here. And then, wow, I'm so proud of this one. This is the pomegranate. It's such a weak fruit. Look at how it looks at the stem. So thin. It's so thin. If you have ever planted this fruit, just let me know. Is it me who has not put it in the right environment? Or why is it so thin? And yet, the soil is actually from organic manure. We put in chicken poop mixed with the soil. So it should be doing well. Whoever said that the vulture is a patient bird should also have coined something for the farmer. Farming, though fulfilling with all the benefits attached, is not for the faint-hearted, irrespective of the type of farming and the size of the farm. So it's harvest time. Some have already split, as you can see, in the farm. But because we want some of these seeds, we just have to pluck them. This is a lot of patience because they are not getting ready at the same time. Because look at like this one, it's still very green. Then we have like this one that is almost there. They're in different stages. Yeah, but it's just patience.
Or Miro, as other communities refer to it. We have also harvested in some parts. We had Irish potatoes here and got quite a good harvest. So we are just left with a few spring onions and have not decided what else to place here. These are purples. I planted so many of them. I think there are 11. They are now in different sizes. We even have this male variety that is really thriving. And so I'm looking forward to eating purples for the next at least 2 years.
So this was the first fruit. And you can see how short it is. And yet we have many fruits. Look at that. So encouraging. Farming for sure is the way to go. But these trees, as you can see, are doing well. Despite the drought, they are doing well. And even now you can see a bird is making a nest there. So we have already started making a home for the birds.
If you recall, I mentioned that this is a semi-arid land, which means that we do not have a lot of rainfall, and therefore we have to be environmentally friendly. That's why we have grown trees. They're actually mainly exotic trees, the Grevillea, the pine, and the cypress family. But we decided that we will also plant fruit trees. So in between each of those exotic trees, we have planted a fruit tree. And I intend to plant more fruit trees so that we can eat more healthily, because fruits on the market are damn expensive. And I urge you, wherever you are, if you have any space, consider planting fruit trees because of the nutrient value that you will get from them. Thank you so much, friends, for joining me in this video and taking a tour of our farm as we prepare for the new planting season. If you have not subscribed, kindly consider subscribing and join me in the next video.